Brakes. Good. Nutry traffic, Cessna 1549 Yankee, taxi from the ramp out to runway 2, Nutry. All right. Hello everybody, welcome aboard. Thank you for tagging along on today's flight. Today is going to be a little interesting. We are going cross country. What does cross country mean? Cross country in terms of aviation and flying means you're flying to an airport that is more than 50 nautical miles away from your point of departure. That's really all it means, 50 nautical miles from where you take off to where you land. But what's special about today? We're going almost 300. 288 nautical miles, I believe, if I remember correctly. As we are going to SoCal.
Hey, I'm MIZUEZ, a private pilot out of the Nutry Airport in Northern California. I earned my PPL in 2021 and just purchased my first aircraft, a 1962 Cessna 172C, and I'm learning everything that goes along with aircraft ownership. I hope you enjoy tagging along on my adventures as I explore new places, make new friends, visit some old ones, and see what opportunities aviation has to offer. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. I'll see you in the skies.
I did file a flight plan. I got my standard weather briefing. Everything looks like it's going to be gorgeous for today, which is great. The only issue is that it's really cold. Right now it's only just above 40 degrees Fahrenheit, or just about 10 degrees Celsius. It's pretty cold. The engine had a little bit of, it didn't want to get up this morning. But we're up good, we're running. We're going to go do our run up, make sure everything is running really good before we actually set out and depart. On the standard weather briefing, it was kind of weird. I didn't see it on an AirMet when I was looking up the weather this morning, but my weather briefer told me that there is some light to moderate turbulence below 12,000 feet along my route of flight. And I'm basically on the north end of this AirMet, and it extends all the way down the valley of California. But it's like, the winds are super, super calm at the surface, and the winds aloft aren't really that bad either, so where's this turbulence coming from? We're going to see if we can put a pilot report out while we're in the area to see that, is there turbulence there or is there not? And we'll kind of help out everybody else while we do that. Nutry traffic, Cessna 1549 Yankee, taking off runway 2, it'll be a southbound departure, Nutry. There's speed alive. There's 50, 60, rotate. And let's climb out at 70. Nutry traffic, Cessna 1549 Yankee, just off runway 2, we're departing to the southeast, Nutry.
Nutry traffic, RV27 Papa 5 miles out to northwest, 1,900 descending on the 4502 Nutry.
Alright, we'll swap over to approach.
Citation 6 Mike Whiskey, radar service system, ready to contact Concord Tower, come on. Over to Tower 6 Mike Whiskey.
7 Echo Papa, radar contact 2 miles northeast of the Buchanan field.
Position check, 795.
Travis approach, Cessna 1549 Yankee, VFR request.
Cessna 1549 Yankee, Travis approach, Travis altimeter 30380 request.
I'd like VFR flight following to Inyokern, that's India Yankee Kilo. I'm currently over the Rio Vista Airport at 7,900, climbing 9,500.
November 1549 Yankee, squawk 3707, 3707.
3707, Cessna 1549 Yankee.
November 1549 Yankee, radar contact 1 mile northwest of the Rio Vista Airport.
Copy, Cessna 1549 Yankee. Alright, so there we go. We have flight following, so now they're watching out for us as far as traffic and everything, and they will track us all the way down to Inyokern. We are just passing 8,000 feet. So we got 1,500 feet to go to our cruising altitude. How the volume's doing there.
November 1549 Yankee, contact Nautical approach 120.9, good day.
Over to 120.9er for Cessna 154-9er Yankee. NorCal approach, Cessna 154-9er Yankee, 8,500, climbing at 9,500.
November 1549er Yankee, NorCal approach, Stockton altimeter 3039er, state destination.
Destination is Inyokern. It's India Yankee Kilo.
Roger.
Here we are, 9,500, leveling off. All right, let's go ahead and go through a cruise checklist now that we're at altitude. Pitch, working on getting set. We're still getting our speed set. I want to make sure we don't continue climbing. Throttle will be as required. We're going to set a cruise power. Mixture we will adjust once everything is set. I don't know if you can hear that or not. It's probably super quiet. That is the Modesto VOR identifier. That is MOD in Morse code. So that's how I make sure I am tracking the proper VOR, which that Morse code does check. So I know that on this heading and tracking the VOR on my secondary CDI right here. This one's off the GPS. So I got two ways that I'm doing navigation, GPS and VOR, as well as I have sectional map on my tablet. So triple redundancy on navigation. We're going to get to our next waypoint in 18 minutes, which will be the Modesto VOR. From there, we're going to Visalia. Let's program Visalia in here right now. That's going to be 109.4. So I'm going to tune 109.4 in my VOR, and that's going to be my secondary. I will flip-flop once we're over, but I can also track the Modesto VOR away from it. I'll just get my from flag here. I'll be tracking the VOR away about halfway to Visalia, and then I'll switch over and start tracking Visalia direct. We are 30 minutes in on a roughly 3-hour flight, so we got 2.5 hours. What do you want to do? I say dance party. Alright, well that took all of 5 minutes. We need to get back on course. Using this camera now because the batteries are better. And I'm using the other phone for flight plan stuff, so I kind of need it to be a phone or an internet device. But we're progressing along pretty good here. Engine's running great. It's still pretty cold outside. We're getting a 0 degree outside air temperature. That's cold. Back to fuel flow. We've used 12 gallons of fuel so far on this trip, which that checks out. About an hour and 40 minutes en route. So just over 6 gallons an hour. I got to contact Visalia. We have flight services over the VOR. That should be 122.1. Fresno approach, Cessna 1549er Yankee. Do I got a couple minutes to do a frequency change to amend my flight plan?
49er Yankee, affirmative. Yep, there's no traffic in your area. I'll keep an eye.
Roger, I'll let you know when I'm back, but I'll still be monitoring. 49er Yankee. Roger, radio, Cessna 1549er Yankee, transmitting 1221, receiving 1094 out of here.
In November, 49er Yankee, Vancouver today, go ahead with the request.
I need to make an amendment to my flight plan. My departure time was 25 minutes later, and I'm not making the ground speed I was hoping to, so I need to make my duration of flight a little bit longer.
In November, 49er Yankee, I have your ETA over to India Yankee Kilo. I have a 1956 as the ETA. What's your new ETA they'd like to amend it at? The time now is 1913.
I probably need to add roughly 30 minutes to the ETA. But I also need to push the departure back by an hour. So I departed at 17:25, so I'll be arriving probably an hour beyond when the original arrival time was.
And number 4, number Yankee, I'll put a new arrival time of 2056. 2056 Zulu. Time now is 1913. Is that going to be good for you?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
And number 4, number Yankee, have a safe flight. If anything else, let us know. Do have AirMat towards the end of the flight for moderate turbulence below 12,000. Ending between 21 and 00. Do one of the details on that. Any other items, let me know. And what's your current location? What airport are you over right now?
I just passed Fresno, and I'm 5 minutes away from the Visalia VOR, and the flight conditions thus far have been smooth with no turbulence whatever, and over 10 miles visibility.
And number 4, question number 49er Yankee, understand over the Visalia VOR. The Visalia automated altimeter 3040. He said smooth visibility 10. And what's your altitude?
Altitude's 9,500, and also the outside air temperature is 0.
And 49er Yankee, thanks for that pod. We'll talk to you next time. Good day.
No problem. Thank you very much. Good day. Okay, so there we go. We got our flight services done. Now I can flop back. Fresno approach, Cessna 1549er Yankee back with you, still level 9,500.
49er Yankee, thanks, loud and clear.
There we are, we just crossed over the Visalia VOR, so let's go ahead and get on course. We're actually doing a turn on this one. We're going directly to Bakersfield now. What heading did we want going to Bakersfield according to the navlog? The Bakersfield track is about 160 degrees. Like with everything else, it'll be about 158 degrees, the heading we're going to want to go. Magnetic course is going to be 142, so on the heading, or on the compass up here, it's going to be about 142. So I want to go 160 from Visalia. At this point, we're going to program Schaefer VOR into the indoor nav radio, so that's 115.4. 115.4. That way we can switch over and track that as we get close. One little surprise I got for Scott when we get to Inyokern. If you remember back from video 3, I went to Santa Rosa, went to the Pacific Coast Air Museum, and I got a little tiny F-16. Well, I got one for Scott too. And I know what his favorite aircraft is. So I got him a little one of those. That is none other than the SR-71 Blackbird. So, I got him his own little SR-71. So that we're gonna give him that while we're there. And the reason I can show that in the video is because he's not gonna see this video before he opens the aircraft. So it's kind of like an early birthday present for him. It's very early because his birthday's not till April, and it's only the end of February. So it's like a month early, but that's okay. It's the thought that counts. About 20 minutes out. Let's go ahead and swap over to the Bakersfield VOR. And we're going to listen to the identifier again. Looks like it's going to be, it's Echo Hotel Foxtrot via Morse code, which is going to be, we can, how good am I at this? Pop, 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 pop. Let's see if that's what we get. Hey. You're correct. Short, 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 long, short. That is Echo Hotel Foxtrot in Morse code. And do pilots have to have Morse code memorized in order to fly and track VORs? No, not at all. I'm nowhere near having it memorized. It's on my nav log. It points it out to me right here. It tells me exactly what the Morse code identifier is. So I just look at that and I watch it as I hear it, and I see if it matches. Joshua approach Cessna 1549er Yankee, level 9,500.
Number 1549er Yankee, Josh approach the Edwards altimeter 3035.
3035, Cessna 49er Yankee. We just passed 3 hours in flight. We're going to start going through our pre-landing checklist. We do have the weather at a neighboring facility. Fuel selector, we are on both. Mixture will be rich as required. We're still at altitude. Seat belts, we are fastened on the bottom. And we are fastened on the top. Pre-landing checklist complete.
Number 490 Yankee, radar service terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved today.
Squawking VFR, frequency change approved. Good day, thanks for the help. Cessna 49er Yankee. So since we're going to be starting to our descent now. Oops, sorry GoPro. There it is.
Inyokern Airport. Automated advisory. Wind 100 at 5. Visibility better than 10 miles. Altimeter 3031. Per runway, listen for traffic.
Inyokern traffic, Cessna 1549er Yankee. Number 2, following the Cessna inbound, it'll be also right-hand traffic, runway 20, Inyokern. Carpet on, landing taxi light on. Looking for that Cessna that is on very long downwind. Please make sure all trash is thrown into the trash receptacles. Seatbelts are fastened and you are ready for arrival. We are in the absolute middle of nowhere. There's just Mojave Desert everywhere. 5500. Inyokern traffic, Cessna 1549er Yankee, right downwind, runway 20, Nutry, or Inyokern. So used to saying Nutry. Now we got a long rollout for a landing. Alright, carpet on, there we are, beam. Within the wide arc. Flaps 10. Yeah, looks like I'm just landing out in the middle of nowhere. If there was an engine failure, you'd be fine. Inyokern traffic, Cessna 1549er Yankee, turning final, runway 20, Inyokern, it'll be a full stop. Flaps 30. the bump. Inyokern traffic, Cessna 1549er Yankee, clear, runway 20, taxiing into the ramp.
Okay, so we're here at Inyokern. Pretty good flight, about 3 hours and 30 minutes. A little bit bumpy at the end, but that's okay. Just finished unpacking the aircraft. Gonna head over to go see Scott. We're gonna get some burgers because I am hungry. Let's go.
It's an F-16.